Okay, balik ulit tayo guys. Continuous ulit tayo. The escape from jail by more than 2 inmates by the use of force, threat, violence, or deceit, or by breaching security bars such as by scaling the perimeter fence, by tunneling, or by other similar means, or by burning or destructing of the facility or a portion of the facility with or without the aid of jail officer or any other person. That is jailbreak. Ito guys, pagpaplano na talaga para sa pagtakas. Yung mga perimeter fence, sinusukat na nila kung paano nila ito tatawirin. Yung gumagawa sila ng mga distraction portion para mapansin to ng mga jail officer at dun matuon ang pansin nila. Yan yung tinatawag nating jailbreak. An act of leaving from the jail or an inmate through unofficial and illegal ways or without any legal order from the authorities. Ito guys, karaniwan ang gumagawa na ito yung mga official na talaga sa jail. Kumbaga gumagawa sila ng paraan para makaalis o makalabas-pasok yung mga nasa kulungan na tinatawag natin. In illegal ways. Yan, may mga lagay na dito guys. Mga bribery na tinatawag natin. Are those that are unlawful in themselves are not because of some extraneous circumstances, illegal contraband. Ito yung mga pinagbabawal guys sa loob ng kulungan. Tulad na lang ng mga kutsilyo, alak, yan, bawal yan. Those that may not be classified as illegal under the Philippine laws, but are forbidden by jail rules. Siyempre guys, meron tayong mga rules na dapat sundin sa isang facility, di ba? Meron mga rules na bawal talaga sa Philippine laws natin, pero pwede naman sa jail rules. Pero dito kasi guys, yung mga illegal action o acts na tinatawag natin o illegal na mga pagpapapasok ay pinagbabawal ng jail rules. Meron silang mga bawal na pwedeng ipasok. Ang tawag doon ay nuisance contraband. Those inmates who committed crimes involving sex, including rape, molestation, pedophilia, sexual harassment, and pornography, production, or distribution. Yung pedophilia na tinatawag natin guys, yung pakikipag-sex sa mas bata sa iyo. Ayan. Kung mapapansin nyo dun sa human behavior na subject nyo dati. Nakapalibot dito sila sa sex offenders. Admission of inmate yan. Hindi nandito na tayo sa admission guys. Kung saan pagpapapasok na ng mga nakakulong. He/she will be temporarily housed at the inmate classification and counseling unit in jails where is available. The inmate shall stay at the ICCU for a minimum period of 30 days but not exceeding 60 days or until the completion of classification process. Pagdating doon sa admission of inmate guys, nagkakaroon pa ng temporarily doon. Ilalagay muna sila sa ICCU na tinatawag natin. Ang minimum dito guys ay 30 days, katulad ng banggit dito. Pero hindi siya mag-i-exist ng 60 days. Ito kasi guys, nagkakaroon kasi ng counseling. Kung bakit sila kinukulong, kung ano ba yung mga kaso na kakarapin nila, at kung ano pa yung mga karapatan nila sa loob ng kulungan na dapat nilang malaman. At yung mga rehabilitation, reformation, o recreational activities na gagawin sa kanila para sa pagbabago nila sa kulungan. Sample question. Yan. The blank at the ICCU shall conduct in-depth interview with the newly admitted inmate, an interview that considers the whole the inmate is, from birth up to the present, including his or her familial, educational, social, vocational, and other issues that has an impact on his or her personality. Ang tawag dyan guys ay jail social worker. Yan. Dito guys, nagkaroon na ng in-depth interview na tinatawag natin. Dito, inaalam niya ng mga jail social worker kung ano ba yung pagkataon niya, kung ano ba yung mga educational background niya, yung kinabubuhay niya, yung nasa labas siya ng kulungan, tapos kung ano yung mga issue niya sa buhay, para malaman at magkaroon ng tamang social rehabilitation or reformation dito sa inmate na to. Sample question. He or she checks the credential of the person bringing the inmate, the committing officer, to determine his or her identity and authority. Gator, yan. Siyempre, magkakaroon ng logbook dyan, guys. Kumbaga, tinatawag natin yan. Pagdating sa kulungan, lahat ng credentials ng isang tao bago siya mapasok dito sa loob ng kulungan, lahat aalamin yan. Hindi basta-basta. Para magkaroon ng proper procedure na tinatawag natin. Yan. Reception procedures. A decent and a humane program of confinement starts with a systematic reception of inmates for commitment to the BJMP jail facilities. Yan. Nagkaroon ng dito guys sa procedures na tayo. Siyempre, lahat naman dito magdadaan sa maayos o systematic way para sa mga inmate pagpasok nila sa jail facilities. Briefing ang tawag guys ha. He or she check ng credentials, like I said kanina guys, and documents mentioned earlier to refer to the, yan, ito, check ni gator. Kung mayroon bang hawak dito na commitment order, the medical certificate, recent medical certificate, taken within 24 hours to admission. Why guys, kailangan nila ng medical certificate? Dapat 24 oras para. Kasi guys, syempre, ayaw naman magkaroon ng record ni BJMP na dapat maayos nyo pinasok yan sa amin. Kung mayroon man sakit yan, dun pa lang malalaman na natin na wala silang pananagutan kung ano man mangyari kay inmate bago siya makapasok dito. Yan. Complaint information, police booking sheet, yan, hanapin yan. Certificate of detention from PNP and or NBI, yan. Yan yung mga hanapan ni gator bago tanggapin si inmate pagpasok sa kulungan. Additionally, the gator shall subject the person to be committed in his/her escort for search and inspection as prescribed. Finally, he or she gator refers to the person to be committed in his or her escort to the records unit. Yan yung mga process bago makapasok yung isang inmate sa kulungan. Yan, record units. This unit examine the completeness and authenticity of the requirements for commitment order, booking sheet, arrest report, and information before it refers the inmate for physical examination by the health unit. Yan sa record units guys. Lahat ng binigay ni gator. Si gator yung una, di ba? Pag sa record units naman, yan sa record units, i-check niya kung valid ba, kung authenticate ba lahat ng binigay na requirements na mga nagbigay sa kanila, ay sa other PNP or NBI, yung court. Yan. Bago nila i-refer yung inmate para sa proper physical examination. Kasi check yung buong katawan niyan guys, kung wala ba tong galos, wala ba tong mga black eye, yan. Check nila yan kasi ayaw nilang magkaroon ng record na masama. Kasi dapat pagpasok pa lang dun, alam na nila. Okay? Help unit. Yan. Check the authenticity of the entries in the medical certificate. Conducts true physical examination of the inmate to determine his/her true physical condition and asks searching question to determine injuries found to have been sustained by the inmate after the conduct of medical examination or those injuries not diagnosed prior to commitment in jail. Inmate is required to undress while undergoing medical examination. Yan guys. Sa help unit naman guys, from the word itself, syempre yung medical examination yan, magkakaroon dito. Medical certificate nila, kung tama ba, o tunay ba. Dito naman guys, yan syempre. Syempre, pagdating naman dito, talagang huubaran sila. Kasi makikita dito kung mayroong mga injury sa katawan nila, na natamo nila bago sila makapasok sa kulungan. Yan, records unit ulit. Start the booking procedure. Accomplish the jail booking sheet. Strip search the inmate to check for any birthmarks, tattoos, etc. Yan. Para malaman nila kung may gang, kung pagpasok ng inmate, may gang na bang papasukan kaagad to sa ano. Kasi meron na silang mga book dyan eh. Kung baka tinatawag nila eh. Mga mista kita. Encode the inmate's information. Fingerprint and photograph the inmate with mugshot background. Yan, syempre kailangan yan to. Para magkaroon ng proper identification na tinatawag natin. List the name of the visitors authorized by the inmate yan. Syempre lahat ng visitors na papasok, dapat merong approval ni inmate. Kasi kung minsan ayaw ni inmate makipagkita, kung di niya naman kilala. Yan. Property custodian. Ito na tayo guys. Check the inmate's belongings for presence of contraband. Discovery of any contraband shall be treated in accordance with the existing policies. Siyempre, yung mga katulad ng kanina ng biniskas natin guys, so may iba't ibang uri tayo ng contraband. Illegal contraband, nuisance contraband. Yan. Siyempre, i-check yan ng mga jail officer natin. Take all cash and other personal properties from the inmate. List them down on a receipt form with duplicate duly signed by him, her, or countersigned by the inmate. The original receipt should be given to the inmate and the duplicate be kept by the property custodian. Siyempre, lahat ng pagmamay-ari ni inmate, especially the cash, the cellphone, and other things, ito-turn over niya yan kay property custodian. Tapos yung mga original na resibo ibibigay kay inmate. Tapos yung duplicate, itatago ni property custodian para magkaroon ng proper na pagbibigayan. Yan. Keep all cash and other valuables of the inmate is safety vault. Yan, tinatago daw sa safety vault. Said cash and valuables may be turned over to any person authorized by the inmate. Pag may pumuntang mga visitors nila o mga pamilya nila, syempre, pwedeng i-turn over ni property custodian, but with authorized by the inmate. Refers to the inmate to the desk officer. Yan, desk officer. Sunod-sunod siya guys, kung mapapansin nyo, di ba? Books the newly committed inmate in the jail blotter. Kung sa PNP, meron tayong police blotter. Syempre, dito sa BGMP, meron din jail blotter. Assign the inmate to reception area, if anywhere he or she shall be scheduled for orientation on jail rules and regulation, and shall undergo risk assessment in classification, evaluation, conduct, or further medical evaluation screening by the medical officer. Siyempre dito guys, nagkaroon na ng si desk officer, i-bablatter niya lahat ng information ni inmate, tapos i-briefing din siya sa jails and rules and regulations sa loob ng kulungan, kung ano ang pwede at hindi niya pwedeng gawin. Tapos magkakaroon ulit ng evaluation pagdating sa medical evaluation niya. Provided ni medical officer. Siya yung magagawa. Ito. Sample question. Who orients the newly committed inmates on jail rules and regulation using the inmate orientation sheet? Assistant warder or officer of the day. Sila yung magbe-briefing kay inmate sa rules and regulation. Yan. Ano nga ba ang trabaho ni assistant warder o officer of the day? Ito guys. Orients the newly committed inmates on jail rules and regulation using the inmates orientation sheet. Yan yung inmates orientation sheet. Yan yung mga gagamitin ni assistant warden. Si jail warden naman guys, ano ba ang trabaho niya? Coordinate with concerned agencies regarding the case of inmate for speedy disposition and to furnish them with copies of the available needed documents. The jail warden shall see to it that all concerned agencies and persons will be informed at the commitment of the inmate in his/her jail by submitting a written report. Sa jail warden kasi siyang may concern sa lahat ng agencies na hawak niya. Kung tama ba yung procedure na ginawa ng mga tauhan niya. Siya yung mga nagtatanong, tapos siyempre, lahat na ito dapat may record documents na tinatawag natin. Tapos magkakaroon din ng written report kung ano ba yung mga process na ginawa ng mga tauhan niya. Sample question. There shall be blank secured in a place accessible only to jail personnel for use in the event of an emergency. These keys shall be marked for easy identification during adverse condition. Note, never allow jail personnel to open inmates' quarter alone. At least one other jail officer should be present in guarding the gate. And guys, huwag daw pabayaan yung mga inmates na mag-open ng mga quarters nila na sarili lang. Dapat mayroong kasama yung jail officer. Kumbaga tinatawag natin body-body system guys. Yan. There shall be one full safe duplicate case. Yan. Dapat nakasecured yun guys. Kasi in case of emergency na magkaroon ng jailbreak, riot, jail incident, jail escape, yan, meron silang makukuha na ng mga duplicates nila. Doon yung mga gamit nila para pang-protekta sa sarili nila. Sample question ulit guys. Shall be utilized to determine the level of violence risk the inmate possess, either external or internal. This will help in the proper classification and segregation of inmates and the design of the specific development plans. Ang tawag po dito ay risk assessment. Siyempre guys, dito magkakaroon tayo kung ano ba yung tamang proseso o kung saan ba dapat natin i-classify yung isang inmate. Is either high profile, high risk, minimum, maximum. Meron guys minimum, maximum, medium yan na sa kulungan. Kasi dito malalaman kung ano ba yung tamang rehabilitation or reformation para sa kanya. Yan. Classification of prisoner. Insular prisoners. One who is sentenced to a prison